My name is Judy Perdomo with Liquid Capital Rockyview in Calgary, Alberta. What I do is I connect business owners to cash. More specifically, I factor accounts receivable. Let me share a short story with you. A couple of years ago, I received a panic phone call from a business owner in Fort McMurray. The bank was going to bounce her $40,000 payroll check. She was terrified of not only losing her staff, but her business as well. So although Sheila didn't have any cash in her bank account, what she did have was unpaid invoices. She was simply waiting for those companies to pay her. So what I did is I bought her invoices and I deposited $150,000 into a bank account about 5 days later. Sheila was able to not only pay her staff, she also met her tax obligations and she invested further in her business. So in essence, I connected her to the cash so that she could carry on with her business. Everybody's heard these days that the banks are pulling back and that it's harder to get credit. And yet businesses always need financing. So as a business owner, where do you go to get financing? As a Canadian, you'll often go to the bank. That'll be usually the first place. You might, however, decide to go to friends and family. They may have excess funds that they're willing to invest in your business. There's also the equity in your house. If you have that, you can get a home equity line of credit and leverage that in your business. And then there's always the space on your credit cards. Perhaps you have some of those. All of these are viable financing options for a business. Here's one that you maybe haven't heard of: factoring. In everyday language, factoring works like this. A business owner has a number of invoices that they're waiting to be paid for by their customers for. They need cash today, or more than likely, they needed cash yesterday. So as a factor, this is what I do. I buy the invoices, providing up to 75 to 85% of the value of the invoice to my clients pretty much immediately. The rest of the invoice is returned back to them, less a fee, once the customer has paid the bill. The business owner, yourself, you now have cash, so you can do the things that you need to do, like hire more staff, buy that piece of equipment, take on the next big job. Your balance sheet looks better. You don't have to chase your customers anymore. And you sleep better at night knowing that you have peace of mind. In summary, factoring is a form of cash flow financing. It's relatively quick and easy to set up, and within a matter of about 4 to 5 days, you'll have cash in your bank account to do what you need to do in your business. If your business sells to other businesses, you invoice your customers and you provide terms, your business is a candidate for factoring. Here's an example of some of the businesses that I like to work with. Service companies in oil and gas, truckers and couriers, janitorial services, temporary staffing, as well as manufacturers and distributors. Call me to find out if your business is a fit for factoring. Liquid Capital Rockyview, Judy Perdomo, 1-877-313-1233.